Had a good break. Had a good Thanksgiving. It was a time to guys got away a little bit. Spent some of the guys that were close were able to make it home. We took Thanksgiving Day completely off, and then we came back on Friday with 2 days, and then in preparation started on Saturday for Miami. So. Got a great challenge. Obviously, a step up in competition. Who we're playing. Miami, Jim's done an unbelievable job in his tenure there. Terrific coach. This is a team that has a very, very good backcourt. Likes is small in stature, but pretty big in heart, and as a player has achieved a great deal. Cam McGusty's a young guy that awfully familiar with. He's from Katy, Texas, and saw him play a lot in high school. My starting point guard at SFA was a teammate of his. And so I've known Cam for a while. Then he went to Oklahoma and played against him his freshman year. So I'm very familiar with Cam's game and terrific talent. And then, we're expecting them to have back and ready to go is the Keith Stone kid who was coming off an ACL, a grad transfer from Florida, who's had an outstanding career at Florida, and the terrific three-point shooter. Saw him play a lot in high school and throughout his career. So Miller inside is a great force at 7 foot. He's got great length. And, this is a team that's a very, very explosive team, or can be offensively, and now they get to add a piece in Stone. So we know we've got our hands full. We've got to be continue to grow and be better than we've been, and it should be a great challenge. The ACC Big Ten Challenge is a special event. It's gone on for a long time, and it's it's one of those things that, a lot of bragging rights, and something that, is looked back upon a lot as the season goes on.
I mean, to have most of this week, even taking Thanksgiving off, maybe just to focus on basketball where there wasn't class and you go 2 days, how much different was that, and what maybe positives you see from just the players getting that focus?
Well, I think every coach enjoys those little breaks when it's very singular. It's basketball. The one thing it allows you to do is get in the gym and get a lot of shots. We tried to do something very simple, and that was just have every player try to get better in one area, and really focus on that one area. And not asking them to do 3 or 4 or 10 things better. Just let's clean up one area, and we did spend a lot of time shooting the basketball, and that's what these breaks give you, a great opportunity. Sometimes in game preparation mode you don't get enough shots, and we were able to get some shots up.
With Miami and then 2 Big Ten games, just an opportunity to prove something as a team, make a statement. Is there anything like that you're focused on with your team?
Well, I always look at them as opportunities, and when you're in the Big Ten, and everybody in this conference is going to play a really, really hard schedule, and it doesn't matter when you've got the ACC Challenge and other events there, and in our case with Missouri and so on and so forth, we're going to play a great schedule. So try not to make too much out of it. We have 2 early games obviously coming up in the Big Ten play, but right now all of our focus has been pretty singular in terms of just getting ready for Miami.
Trent mentioned a point of emphasis for this game is defending the three-point line, but also keeping them out of the paint. How do you find that balance between defending the perimeter while also not giving up driving lanes at the same time?
Well, we've continually got to become better at our closeouts, and it's something we work on every day. Along with that, we've got to have great hands, and yet teams are have good players, and you know they're going to make some shots, and you understand that. And sometimes you can play great defense and they score. But yeah, we're continuing to work on those areas, and in terms of closeouts and not getting beat off the dribble as much. It's the hardest thing to do in basketball, in my opinion, on the defensive side is close out on an offensive guy. You know, 10 years ago, you could literally mug them and there'd be no foul call. Today, you can't touch them. So, you know, but, you know, you've got a explosive group. You know, I didn't mention their leading scorer, Vasiljevic, is probably as good a shooter as I've seen. So, you know, Vasiljevic and McGusty and Likes, those three guys can all get it going. So, you got to be great in our closeouts.
Brad, is it as simple as having Kofi back there to protect the rim, or are there other things you're seeing as to why your team's able to play without fouling a little bit better than since you've been here?
He helps. It's no lie. I mean, there's no difference having, you know, there's a big difference, having rim protection. But I also think that we're older. You know, it's been a point of emphasis since the end of the season. I think we were, Derek may know the exact 340th, right in that area, 338 in foul margin or foul per game. I mean, that's horrendous. My teams have always been teams that foul a lot. I think 258 or 257's the lowest we've been in foul rate. But you know, I think we're 15 or 16 or right in there. It's a big jump. Emphasizing that has helped. Kofi's presence has helped. Experience has helped. I say young teams foul a lot, but you know, I've liked the other aspect of that as well is that it's not just been that. Now we're getting to the foul line, and you know, that's helped balance that out a little bit as well.
Coach touched on it a little bit. How much pride do you take in this week, as well as the other Big Ten coaches and programs in the challenge?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's something that this challenge has gone on for some time, and you know, I think we all take great pride, the Big Ten and the ACC, in thinking we have the best conferences year in and year out, and it's a heck of a battle. It's a heck of a challenge. You know, we don't know till the very last little bit of scheduling who we're playing and where we're playing, and that adds to the intrigue. And you know, and then it's a week long of the Big Ten's ability and the ACC's ability to showcase our programs, and we get to kick that off on Monday night at 6:00, and yeah, there's a lot of pride in that.
After DeMonte's career high, have you noticed a carryover in practice and maybe his understanding of potential role offensively, or just his aggressiveness?
No, his aggressiveness has been off the chart, and not just shooting the basketball from the three. It's been his driving. I mean, it's like I told him, don't be afraid to like something, and you know, and we really liked you driving the basketball and getting to that foul line a bunch, and you know, you get in a nice rhythm and you shoot 80% from the line, and you know, that was something that was a real positive for us, and we've seen that carry over in practice.
Maybe Miami's going to have a bigger front court than you've seen in a few games. Just what's going to be important for Kofi to maybe do a lot of the same things he did against smaller centers, so to speak?
Yeah, for Kofi, it's just feel and understanding, and you know, when the game, yeah, he's going to see more size. I mean, Miller's 7 foot, and they throw size out there and some length. Early, Kofi was so sped up that it didn't matter if it was 7 foot or 6 foot. You know, now he's starting to find a comfort in terms of how to play. Now he's starting to understand when teams want to double him and where his looks are and how to handle that. So everything with Kofi is from the mental side, is the game slowing down. Sure, you have to maybe, you know, arch your shot a little bit more, or do whatever to get it over an extended hand. Yes, but I think mentally he's slowed down enough where he can be really effective.
The last couple of games, the assist numbers have gone up. Do you just contribute that to turning the ball over less, or just guys maybe getting a better understanding from feeling more comfortable?
All of the above. D. I think it's all of the above. I think it's a better understanding. I think it's connectivity. I think it's unselfishness. I think it's feel for what the defense is doing. I think it's confidence. All those things. Not turning it over helps. I like the fact we're still playing with good pace, and yet I thought we've managed the pace very well. When we've had it, we've run, and when we haven't, we've executed, and that's something that we'll have to do tomorrow night.
Georgie's hitting a really good percentage of his threes. I mean, is it to the point where you'd like to see him take more, or is he in a sweet spot where he's taking the ones he should take and making them?
I don't mind if he takes them. The one thing I like with Georgie is his understanding. He's probably turned down a handful of them that he could have taken or maybe would have taken in the past to deliver the ball to Kofi, who's closer to the rim and has a better angle. That's the knowledge and the understanding that I love about Kofi's ability to put pressure on the front of the rim, and Georgie's understanding of that. And do I think he's going to make it? Yeah. Do I want him to shoot it? He's taken 1 million of them. He's practiced. We're going to see that percentage be better because he has good touch. His thumb's not sprained as it was last year. I'm sure there's going to be nights when he's going to get a few more up, and there'll be other nights when the defense will guard him and differently, and he's smart enough to understand that.
What'd you think of the SFA win at Duke?
Oh, it's program changing. That's unbelievable. Kyle does an unbelievable job, and I was really happy for Nathan Bain. Nathan's a guy that was our last recruit there, our last guy that's left in the program, and an unbelievable young man. He's fought through tremendous adversity. But I think it speaks volumes to the job that Kyle has done. I think it speaks he's continued to have that program achieve at a very, very high level, and that's a wonderful place, and I'm happy for all those people and all those players, and really happy for Kyle, really happy for Nathan in particular, because I have a vested interest in terms of his upbringing, so to speak, and everything he's been through and his family's been through with the hurricane is very deserving. So, yeah, an unbelievable night. You don't just walk into Duke and win. See you guys tomorrow.